What's up, and welcome back to Would You Rather. I don't know, I had a hankering to do this again, so that's why we're doing it. We're gonna just roll straight into it. Would you rather be attacked by a lion or 100 totally hysterical cats? Both have claws. 100 totally hysterical cats, though, I feel like would be worse than the lion at that point, because the lion is just one big cat. So I'd rather be attacked by a lion. I guess not. I guess people think they could fight off 100 totally hysterical cats, just like, come on, you want to go? I guess I could, like, wear, like, a scratch-resistant suit. I didn't think about that one fully. I'm not thinking straight. Would you rather be fully dressed at a nudist beach or naked at Venice Beach? I don't know. I feel like naked at Venice Beach would give me, like, a fucking nudity in public charge. Like, so I'd rather be fully dressed at a nudist beach, because at least I'll be the odd one out, but I won't catch a charge over it. Yeah, I'll just be awkward. Be like, hey, my name's Cam. How's it going? Would you rather be unable to say no or unable to say yes? Some people already suffer the ability to not be able to say no. Unable to say yes? Like, could I, like, I don't know, like, verbally say it yes, like, with my mouth? Because then I just go every time. I'm gesturing yes. I'm not saying yes. I'm not, like, physically saying yes with my mouth. So I'd rather just be that one. Would you rather accidentally send a nude selfie to your parents or to your significant other's parents? You know what? That one. Cause havoc. Wreak havoc everywhere. It's whatever. Would you rather go viral for something embarrassing or never go viral at all? Personally, I'd probably rather never go viral at all. But you know what? People go viral for something embarrassing all the time. Very embarrassing. Actually, I wouldn't want millions of people to see me in my fucking underpants eating cake, so... Never go viral at all. I'd rather that one. Would you rather know how you die or when you die? Maybe how. Because, I don't know. I feel like when you die, you'd be paranoid the whole time, but also how you die, you'd also be paranoid the whole time. I guess how. Or, no, when. Maybe when. I don't know, whatever. Would you rather give up coffee for a month or give up social media for a month? You know what? I don't even drink coffee all that much, but I'd still rather give up social media for a month. I mean, we don't really live in, like, 2015 anymore, so it's a completely different time. And it's... yeah, would you rather be allergic to chocolate or be allergic to smartphones? I'd rather be allergic to chocolate. I could deal with that. I guess it's be allergic to smartphones. I was gonna say you kind of need a smartphone today, but rather you need a cell phone over a smartphone. You don't need a smartphone. Goes back to that social media thing again. You don't need social media. Would you rather take a stand against a powerful political leader and face the consequences, which some people already do, or stay silent and protect yourself? I mean, the realistic option would probably be this one, because this one, the consequences could be death. It depends what political power or powerful political leader you're going against. Because if let's say you're going against Kim Jong-un, I mean, you're taking a stand and you might invoke some other people, or you run the risk of you being silenced immediately, assassinated. So I'd rather stay silent. I don't know. I know it's like, oh, you're choosing the sheep answer, but the realistic answer would probably be that one. Would you rather save one endangered species from extinction or have the ability to talk to animals? I mean, I'd probably this one. Maybe they could tell me what's wrong, and I could save them anyway. People save endangered species all the time. I'd rather this one. Have the ability to talk to animals. I could talk to whoever I wanted if I ever felt lonely. Would you rather have access to classified government documents? Ooh. Or the ability to influence global stock markets? If I had access to classified government documents, I'd probably always be on the run, but I know all the secrets. But if I had the ability to influence global stock markets, I could have any type of economy I want go my way. It's probably this one, and then I'd fucking run down AI, because while AI is a very useful tool, I feel like, in the wrong hands, which some would say, including me actually, that's in the wrong hands all the time right now. Sam Altman. Would you rather always get away with lying or always know when someone's lying? I would rather always know when someone's lying, because then I'd make the greatest detective. I would make the best detective, and then I could be like, what's up? I solved this crime, and you ain't got shit on me. And then I'd always know if someone's lying to me, be like, really, dude? Really? Would you rather have the power to be invincible or have the power to read minds? Once again, I'd rather read minds, because then I'd be the best detective. Yeah, this one. But being invisible would be really cool. I could fuck with people, but I'd rather... I feel like there's a lot more practicality in reading people's minds. Would you rather always be monitored online or in real life? Well, gee, I'd rather be always monitored online. Because if I had to be surveilled one way or the other, at least with the online stuff, I'm not doing anything illegal, so I guess... people being monitored, like, look at what's happening in UK, people being arrested for fucking hate speech, and then they're just airing out their grievances. Would you rather be able to speak all human languages or be able to talk to animals? I would rather speak all human languages, because then I could talk to whoever I wanted. As much as this would be cool, I already answered that one. Would you rather have to live with your partner's ex or with your ex? That's a good one. I don't know. I have to live with them? I feel like this one would be a lot weirder, so I'd rather live with my ex, because then, I don't know, you could reconcile, get over your fucking differences. If you live like, it's not the economy to be bitches over anything. Would you rather be on a deserted island with 4 people you hate, or on a deserted island alone? I mean, I don't really hate people. I guess you could like terrorist groups and stuff like that, but I have to I feel like I have to know them personally to hate them. And I don't really hate anyone. I hate shit that people do, but I don't hate anyone. And I feel like this would be a lot more practical than being on a deserted island alone, because then you go crazy very quickly. So I'd rather this one. And then they fucking eat me. I feel like if it's 4 people I hate, it has to be for a reason. I can't just hate them just because they fucking, I don't know, they said that my dog was smelly one day. Would you rather be unlucky and intelligent or lucky and dumb? Gee, I don't know. I'd probably live a longer life if I was lucky and dumb than unlucky and intelligent. Some would say people are unlucky and intelligent. Lucky and dumb. I don't know. I instantly thought of the lottery when I saw that one. Would you rather support a controversial policy that benefits you financially or oppose it for the greater good? I mean, once again, being real here, we can't really just survive off wishful thinking. We don't really live in La La Land, so we're going to have to support a controversial policy that benefits you financially, because these days, controversial, the meaning of that word has been changed. So, like, every fucking policy is controversial now. And it's controversial for different reasons. So, I feel like if it's, like, some sort of, like, overtly progressive group that fucking, like, opposes it, like usual, then they won't really stand to, like, there's nothing to really lose. There, I don't know. I guess oppose it for the greater good. I would have to see it would depend. I'd have to see what the policy is. I don't know. Someone's gonna say I'm very materialistic because of that. Would you rather date someone who is attractive but dumb, or someone who is smart but attractive? I don't know. Intelligence is very attractive. So, attractiveness, some people would say there's an objective scale on it technically, but I don't know. I feel like I keep starting over the words. I'm all over the place. Beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. So I would rather date someone who's smart but attractive, because I actually find intelligence very attractive, rather than someone who's dumb, because I feel like someone who's dumb is very reckless, and that could have a lot of repercussions. Would you rather have a high salary in a job you hate, or have a low salary in a job you love? I'm a realist once again, so I'm gonna choose a high salary in a job you hate, because what's a few hours and, detriment when you have a good life after that, or at least a life that you can live comfortably, especially in this economy. I hate to make that type of joke, but come on now. Would you rather be able to live 100 years in the past or 100 years in the future? I feel like for me, living in 100 years in the past probably wouldn't be, I guess actually it would depend on where I lived. But then there's a lot of diseases and stuff. I don't know, 100 years in the future doesn't sound too promising either. Maybe 100 years in the past. I'm going to choose that one, because even though someone who looks like me, a black guy, probably wouldn't be the best, it looks a little more... I don't know. The future just doesn't seem promising for me to want to live 100 years in the future. Would you rather take a life to save a life or let both lives be lost? Jeez. Is this like a hidden abortion argument? I'm gonna have to take a life to save a life. I'm sorry. I don't want to, like... That's one loss over two. Would you rather have your future determined by your parents or by a random stranger? Maybe determined by my parents, because my parents aren't vindictive, unlike a random stranger could be, because that random stranger could be someone who's, I don't know, they dig into my life and be like, oh, you support this, and that? You know what? You live a life of poverty and eating shit every day for the rest of your life. So I'd rather have my future determined by my parents, because my parents obviously would want the best future for me. And now that I think about it, that's such a stupid fucking question. Because unless you and your parents are just arch nemesis, my parents would want me to do good. So that's stupid. Would you rather be poor but help people, or become incredibly rich by hurting people? Yeah, okay. I'd rather be poor but help people. Like, come on now. I like, getting incredibly rich could also lead to depression. I'd be hurting myself. Like, uber rich and then have nothing to do. I don't know. Would you rather get an electric shock whenever you touch someone, or get itchy as soon as someone talks to you? I can just be like, your fucking presence and your speaking to me is just making me itch. Get out of here now. I would rather that over an electric shock, honestly, so I'd rather be itchy than just buy anti-itch cream forever. Would you rather be able to fly or be able to breathe underwater? I'd rather be able to fly, honestly. I can fly to a lot of places. I feel like that has a lot more practicality than breathing underwater. Just in my life, anyway. Would you rather to only be able to listen to music you hate, or only watch movies you hate? Okay, I know it's a thing that people, like, whenever they see something nowadays, they can't have any discernibility. That's like all of a sudden the worst thing they've ever seen because it doesn't live up to their standards. Or the worst thing they ever heard of. Some would say that about my music. I would rather... I don't hate music or movies. There's no music out there that I absolutely hate. Maybe music that I dislike, but nothing that I absolutely hate, because hate's a strong word. Or only watch movies I hate. There are less movies that I dislike than music I dislike. So I'd rather watch movies that I hate. Because I don't hate movies or music. So I'd rather watch the movies. I'm a movie guy. Would you rather lose your sense of taste or lose your sense of touch? Maybe you lose my sense of taste. I don't know. I'd rather that than lose my sense of touch. I don't want to lose my sense of touch. Would you rather be able to detect lies or be able to tell the perfect lie? I could just be able to detect lies. You know what? I'm going to choose this one. Because then I could be able to detect lies, study how people lie, and then craft up the perfect lie if I ever needed to. But once again, a lot more, for lack of a better word, practicality. A lot more usefulness. Would you rather tell your younger self one thing or ask your future self one question? If I ask my future self one question, I could like curate my life around that and then have the best outcome and then change my future. And that's a time question rabbit hole that I don't want to get down. I'd probably tell my younger self one thing. I don't know. Maybe don't be cringe in my past life. Or my past years, not my past life. Would you rather sleep with your celebrity crush or get your dream job? I would get my dream job because I don't have a celebrity crush. I'm not one of these fucking fangirls that, like... Because I feel like having a celebrity crush is a weird thing. Especially because it's mainly people who are in relationships that have a celebrity crush. Which really just means if they could, they would. And I don't want that. So I'd rather get my dream job. Because probably my dream job would just be a creator. Would you rather spend the rest of your life stuck indoors or stuck outdoors? I don't want to live as a hermit. So that's some people's livelihood anyways, being stuck outdoors. It's just called being homeless. Would you rather donate your body to science or donate your organs to people who need it? But does this mean like donate my body to science so they could like study for diseases and stuff? I'd probably just donate my organs to people who need it. This is a reality for a lot of people anyway. This is not like a would you rather like a theoretical thing. It's a thing that I could choose anyway in like 30 years down the line. Would you rather live in a dystopian society with strict control or an anarchist society? Anarchic, I just realized I messed that word up. With no control. Uh, so, it's something a lot of you anarchists out there have to understand, because I noticed my generation of people who say that they're anarchists, they aren't actually anarchists because they still have these like progressive rules. In an anarchic society, there are no rules, even like progressive rules. There are no rules, and there's no controls. You can't control what people think or say about you. So if you're an anarchist and you're still worried about being like misgendered or something like that, you're not truly an anarchist. I would probably live in a dystopian society with strict control, honestly, because then at least with an anarchic society, there's free will, and some societies are becoming an anarchic society, so it really doesn't matter. And some also are becoming dystopian, so that's a true reality for a lot of people. Would you rather not be able to sit or not be able to stand? Be paralyzed or just never be able to... I don't know. Probably not be able to sit, because then I get like sweet leg muscles. I don't know. Would you rather see ghosts everywhere or be haunted by a single relentless spirit? Would I have an annoying presence on me 24/7 or see ghosts everywhere? I'd probably see ghosts. Because, you never know. Maybe the ghosts are cool. They haven't been able to, like, go off into the afterworld, but... I don't know. Maybe they're chill. Be like, hi, my name's Jeff. I died because I accidentally drank too much. Would you rather be unattractive and have an attractive partner, or be attractive and have an unattractive partner? I'd rather be unattractive and have an attractive partner, because at least they like me. And also, I wouldn't want to, like... want someone else to be unattractive just so that I could be attractive. So I'd rather be unattractive and have an attractive partner. You know what? Some would say I am unattractive, and some would say I'm attractive. I don't know. Would you rather participate in a dating show or survival show? Probably a survival show. I would not want to participate in a dating show. How many of those relationships even last? I don't want to find that one out. 100 in a row. It's still tracking. Would you rather be put in a maximum security prison with criminals who committed murder for 1 year, or in prison with people who committed minor crimes for 10 years? Probably the prison with criminals who committed murder for 1 year. I don't know, maybe I could survive that one rather than... I would have to only survive with 1 year than 10 years, because even though they committed minor crimes, you never know, you never know what people are capable of. Would you rather find true love or win the lottery? Probably win the lottery. I'll pave my own way. I know that's very materialistic to say, and I know that people would say that finding true love is winning the lottery, but I'll just win the lottery because that's a weird one. I'd win the lottery and just not tell anyone about it. Oh, this is a fucking loaded question. I'm not answering that one. Fuck out of here. I'm answering. What a loaded question you put in front of people. So weird. Would you rather cover for a friend's crime or turn them in? I'm going to assume with my friends that the crime that they committed was for a reason. Like, they killed a rapist or something. So I'd rather cover for a friend's crime than turn them in. I ain't no snitch. Obviously, if they fucking killed an innocent family, I would turn them in. Like, come on now. That's not snitching. Snitching is like if you're already involved in that crime life. It's not for innocent civilians. Such a stupid fucking mindset. Would you rather have your family and friends read through your entire search history, or be secretly filmed while home alone and have all of them watch? Well, I'm home alone all the time anyway, so it'd probably just be them watching me record videos, fucking yelling around in my chair and stuff. But I would rather have my family and friends read through my entire search history, because I don't search anything weird. Even, maybe search something weird as a joke, but it's fucking whatever. I'm not ashamed. Would you rather be a cat person or a dog person? I already am a dog person. My dog is not in here. I thought she was. She's actually outside, out in the living room. Would you rather earn $1 for every step you take, or $100 for every 2 hours? $1 for every step I take. I take minimum 20,000 steps every day, or $100 every 2 hours. That's, what is that, $1,200 for a day? So that's $1,200. I would rather earn $1 for every step I take, because I'm very mobile, except obviously for right now. Okay, last one. Would you rather... fuck no, not that one. I don't do either. Not that one. Would you rather spend a year without social media or a year without streaming services? No, I don't want to choose that one. I would rather do social media, but I don't want that to be the last one. I could do without social media. I could do without both, actually. I don't even use streaming services. Would you rather have a roommate who's always loud or one who never cleans? I would probably rather have a roommate who's always loud because I live in a house. So at least I'm loud. So we could both be loud together versus one who never cleans. Then your house is just always dirty and you have to clean up after them and you grow very high resentment. So yeah, roommate is always loud because at least when they're loud, they still fucking clean. But that's gonna do it for today's Would You Rather. I'm not intentionally making them past 20 minutes. It's just how it is. But yeah, those were some good ones. Besides that fucking Donald Trump and Kamala Harris one. That's weird. Someone just randomly threw in. That was a trap. That was a trap question. Like you're answering that, so that people can gauge. Okay. I dislike when people do that when they ask a would you rather question like that. Even though would you rathers are supposed to be hypothetical, and based off of what you answer, they judge you based solely off of that. They don't even know your reasonings why you answered this or that. Both are bad. How about that? Both are politicians, and you should never trust a politician because politicians are not there for you. They're there to serve their own pure interest, and that's what you should always assume. You should never assume that a politician has pure interest for their people, and that includes Kamala Harris and Donald Trump. How about that? But that's going to do it for today's Would You Rather. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like and subscribe if you did, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out. Part of me feels like I'm not winding the music box enough. Another part of me feels like I'm not flashing in the hallway enough. Donald Trump and Kamala Harris. I'd rather vote my fucking... You know what? I'd rather vote Arnold Schwarzenegger for president. How about that?